Alright, so this is with our built upgrade. So what we're going to be doing is resisted burpees. So you're going to go into a normal burpee, and on the whole thing, the whole progression of the burpee, you're going to be filled with that resistance behind you. Okay, so that kind of looks like this. You're going to walk out, make sure that you have some resistance here, and you're going to go. And to make it more swim specific, you can jump and streamline. I'm going to show you how to do backwards and forward sprints with this. So with the backwards sprints, you want the attachments here. Again, you can just slide these anywhere. Okay, so backwards sprints. And then be controlled on your way back so it's not throwing you forward. Next thing I want to show you is the forward sprints. So I just step through, make sure that the attachments are in the back, and then you can run forward. Again, on the return, be careful to not just let yourself get thrown. Lean forward a little bit and backwards sprint. This is another way you can do a forward sprint, is you want to jump into that sprint and have your steps be big. Okay, that's going to add a little bit more energy to it. So what that looks like is I'm just going to run and jump. So big jump, big jump, big jump. And then do a small sprint back. You want to make sure that these sliding attachments go to the front. We're going to be doing skaters. So you want to make sure that you lunge into it, kick out that back leg back. So let's put it under tension. Jump out, squat into it. What you can do is put 2 cones out front so they don't go too far in. If they go too far in, it's way too easy. Have them back up and put it under resistance. So we're going to be doing our bear crawls out and in. On the way in, you want to make sure that you're controlled in your body. So I have the attachments back here, and then I'm just going to start crawling. So on the way back, you want to make sure that you're controlled and those abs are engaged, because that resistance wants to pull you back. We're going to do side shuffles. Okay, so you want to back up, have these sliders and attachments here in front. So again, you want to make sure that you squat into this. It's going to add a little bit more glute and hamstring engagement. So you're just going to shuffle back and forth. And what you can do is you can put 2 cones 6 feet apart or 10 feet apart, and make sure that they go to each cone. We're going to be doing plank walks. And so we're just going to be in a normal push-up plank, and we're going to walk out as far as we can, walk back in. Added a little bit of resistance. The attachment is here on your side. So I'm going to start out here where there's a little bit of resistance, and then you're going to plank walk. Make sure the farther out they go, the more core engagement they're going to feel, and the more likely they're going to want to like hunch over. So make sure that their back is pretty flat. We're going to be doing a back crawl, or some people like to say a crab crawl. So you're back here. This is really good for your shoulder strength, and you want to make sure that you're keeping those hips up. You don't want to see this. Have those hips up. And engage a little bit of glute and hamstrings into that. Is we're going to be doing a walkout push-up. So it's exactly like the name of it says. You're going to walk out and do a push-up. Walk out, push-up. So I'm going to show you how that looks like here. I want to start with it attached out here to the side, and a little bit of resistance here. So I'm going to start with a push-up, and then I'm going to walk out. And then another push-up, walk out. really does is really engage that core on those last few.